What's up, nature explorers and other stuff? We're back with another video for y'all, and this time we have a treat for all of those reptile lovers out there. Today we got a snake, and when I say today, I mean about 2 months ago. We got him, I believe, at the beginning of November, and he is, for those who don't know, a tricolor hognose snake. Now, let me get a good shot of him. Getting a good shot. So, the thing about tricolored hognose is many people mistake them for the morph of the more commonly kept and known western hognose snake, or now plains hognose snake. But actually, he is a different species all himself, native to South America, and he's a tropical species because he is from South America. And some people may be asking, how old is he? Well, the thing is that he is only a baby. He is supposed to get around 2 feet. He is a male, so he is going to get a little smaller than maybe some would see a female. But I got him about 2 months ago, if I didn't already mention that. And I think he is probably around 3 months old. He is, I think, around 11 inches long, fully stretched out, and yeah, he's overall an amazing snake. Some may be asking, would I recommend a tricolored hognose snake as a beginner? So some of the pros and cons of this snake is we'll start with the pros. One of the pros of this snake is it is a tropical species of snake.
Oh, and one thing, if you are not comfortable handling a snake, do not do it. These, while they are cute animals, they can be very, very dangerous.
Yes. So, also, I should mention this about hognoses in general. They are typically mildly venomous. Now, when I say mildly venomous, they are also considered rear-fanged, meaning they have to bite and they have to chew their food, or they have to chew their prey item, or whatever they want to bite in. So, they're not going to harm you. It's probably about as bad as bee sting. I've never been bit because hognoses typically don't bite. But, and I say typically here because every case is unique. But I trust him, and but if you are not sure if you are allergic to one, don't risk it.
Or if you are just overall not comfortable handling a snake.
Yeah, because if you harm him, he will bite.
And all it takes is one mishap.
Yeah, you gotta be very gentle. Again, he's still a baby. He's still pretty fragile. So one of the pros of this snake is that it is a tropical species of snake. And so, which means that if you are wishing to go bioactive with it, then you can, unlike maybe a desert-dwelling species where you really can't go bioactive with that because isopods and springtails and plants, not many would survive in a desert environment. It's too dry. Another pro to them is their size. If you are looking for a snake that you can house comfortably as an adult in maybe a 20-gallon tank, assuming you're getting a male, females get a little bit bigger, this is the snake. It only, like I said, it only gets about 24 inches or 2 feet, so it's a good size. Compare that to like maybe a ball python, which is one of the most commonly kept species in America of snake, and it can get around 4 to 5 feet in length, but that if it's a big snake. One of the cons to this snake, however, is its availability. While it is growing in population, it is still not as popular as, say, a corn snake or the recently mentioned ball python.
You mean it's not as numerous?
Yeah, and commonly kept. So meaning that there's not as many breeders out there. However, if you can find a good breeder, it is a good snake. And if it's within your price range, which is another thing, it's kind of a more expensive species of snake. This one here got about $250 around, and that's not including his setup and everything. But if you are willing to afford it, It is an amazing species. Another thing to note about hognoses in general is that in the wild they are strictly toad eaters. While they will eat mice and other rodents, most of them prefer to eat toads. And so if you're planning on getting just a hognose in general, especially tricolor, make sure you contact the seller and see what they're feeding on, and make sure that they're already on mice and they're not on toads, because if you feed a hognose a toad, it probably won't eat mice ever again. They love toads. And the problem with toads is that it's a lot harder to find a toad than it is, like, to feed a feeder toad than it is for mice. So yeah, they're an amazing species of snake. I like them for a beginner snake for the right circumstances. If you want a longer lived species of snake, though, this is not the snake, because they only live about 8 years. These are considered a breeder snake, so they grow fast, they breed quickly, and they die quickly, basically. Most snakes live a bit longer, so if you're interested in a hognose snake, but you don't want a snake that's going to die in 8 years, you want a 20-year snake, I would go with a western hognose snake. But if you're fine with the age and they're a beautiful snake, and they're a great addition to a family. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and if this video gets 20 likes, maybe we will do a feeding video with this guy, because it's really cool to watch him eat. Alright? Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.